The most influential idea in dog training history is also one of the most thoroughly debunked, and it's still being sold to millions of dog owners today. The alpha dog theory. The idea that dogs are constantly trying to dominate you, that you need to show them who's in charge, that rolling them on their back establishes your status in the pack. Here's where it actually came from. In the 1940s, a Swiss animal behaviorist named Rudolf Schenkel published a study on wolf behavior. His subjects were captive wolves, unrelated individuals, strangers to one another, confined together in an artificial enclosure and forced to compete for food and mates. Under those conditions, he observed a lot of aggression and resource guarding. He called the winners alpha males and alpha females. The hierarchy was real, but it was a product of captivity and stress, not normal wolf social structure. That idea migrated into dog training, and for decades trainers told owners to assert dominance, never let the dog go through a door first, eat before the dog eats, always be the alpha. Then the wolf researcher David Mech, who had himself published an influential early book called The Wolf, which popularized the alpha concept, spent decades studying wild wolf packs in the field. What he found completely contradicted Schenkel. Wild wolf packs are not dominated by aggressive alphas. They are family units. A mated pair raises offspring. The parents lead not through dominance displays, but through experience and cooperation. Mech has spent years actively trying to get his original book pulled from publication because he considers it scientifically wrong. The publisher keeps it in print. But here's the second problem with dominance theory. Dogs aren't wolves. Dogs diverged from wolves somewhere between 15,000 and 40,000 years ago. Over tens of thousands of years of living alongside humans, they evolved a completely different social strategy. Dr. John Bradshaw at the University of Bristol, who has studied domestic dog cognition for decades, argues in his research that dogs have evolved specifically to read and respond to human social cues. They don't apply wolf pack logic to us. They form something closer to attachment bonds, the same emotional category as a child with a caregiver. Alexandra Horowitz at Barnard College and Brian Hare at Duke University have both published research showing that dogs are uniquely tuned to human communication signals, pointing gestures, eye contact, tone of voice. Not because they think you're an alpha, but because they've co-evolved to work with you. The practical consequence matters enormously. Studies on training methods, including a landmark 2009 paper by Megan Herron at the University of Pennsylvania, found that confrontational techniques like alpha rolls, staring down a dog, or physically forcing them into submission consistently increased aggression and fear. Dogs trained with dominance-based methods show higher rates of anxiety and stress behaviors. Positive reinforcement training works not because it's nicer, it works because it matches how dogs actually learn. Behaviors that produce good outcomes get repeated. That's not idealism, that's neuroscience. Your dog isn't trying to dominate you, they're trying to understand you. Give them something consistent and clear to understand, and they'll meet you there. Join the waitlist for AnyDog, your dog's personal AI trainer built on real behavioral science. anydog.ai